And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go.
A first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down. Knight. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Mixon. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Knight. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wide open receiver complete. That one goes for 24 yards. On the counter, here's Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his target, Samuel. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. The give is to Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Runs through the count, and they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Green's got it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. To throw on second down, Knight.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw. Knight. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On fourth down, Knight. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down. Knight. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Knight. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Knight. Flushed out right. Incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Leopard! All right, here we go. 3-19! Lucky 56! 3-19! Gone! 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 Gone!
Off play action. Knight on the move to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half. And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off. A give to Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player. And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss. Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter. Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Knight going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score. Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal. Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. Back to throw. Knight to mix it on the check down. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, Knight going deep downfield for Ross. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks. Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week? Being a two-hand monster. And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
Now Bell. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They get it to him running left. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And he puts it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hurry up, here we go.
Nixon gets the nod to start the drive. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. right back to him on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go now.
They'll run it with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. He gets away from one. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there. But you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
This is Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Leopard! Leopard!
Again, it's Bell. Bell first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off the play fake. Knight. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Mixon. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now, Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Knight. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And another score by the Texans, so they've added on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Mostert. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They begin with a run by Mixon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw on third down. Knight into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Calhoun. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Mostert. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On third down, Knight. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Off-play action. Knight. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Knight. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Knight. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This is Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Shake it, Hoppy.
Here's Mostert. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gone!
Now a handoff looking right. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not let